was like, had my lover pass away in my arms and then was about to give my whole life to dedicate to this person, then to come to find out the whole entire time they're a psychopath and had been living a double life.
Welcome to Heartbreak Hotel. Thank you so much for coming on, Frenchi.
Thank you for having me. Yeah. I'm so excited.
Guys, this is Frenchi. She is a LA-based DJ, which is so sick. I love a female DJ. They're the coolest.
Yes.
You're out there.
We know the vibes. We bring the vibes. We are the vibes.
Yeah. You play music for the girls.
Yeah, exactly. And that's how you get a room going.
That I know.
And I don't know why that's so hard to understand. Yeah. Like,
I'm always so confused about male DJs get up there and they're playing for the guys. You want the girls to dance.
Mind you, like, play some stuff for the boys. That's super dope.
Yeah.
You could sprinkle it in there, but like the main thing, you want to play for the girls are going to dance, and then the boys will always follow.
Exactly.
Like, and they'll be like, let me buy you some drinks, mama, you know? And then the
that's
party
how you
happens.
Get the vibes going.
Yeah.
But if you have a dance floor full of men, then no women are getting on there. I'm sorry, like what?
It's zoo.
The vibes at the party are not there.
Yeah, no, it gets really scary. Your drinks are being knocked out of your hands.
Yeah.
You have sweat just rubbing on you that's when doesn't even smell good.
It's not, and that's when like you walk into a party room and it smells gross in there. Mm-hmm. Like it gives frat. What are we doing, male DJs? Pull it together. Yeah. Take some notes from the women.
Yes. I do love a female DJ.
And you do it live on TikTok too, right?
Yeah. I love DJing on my live streams on TikTok. I think it's such an amazing way to like connect with people from all over the world at one time. Like I'll have people being here based in LA where sometimes I'll play like late sets on there. And I'll have people from like the UK, Germany, like all of Europe, and they're like, I'm waking up and having coffee right now to this. I'm like, yeah, it's 3:00 in the morning for me and I should definitely be going to sleep, but I'm like cracked out on a high from playing. So I think it's a really great way to like connect with a lot of different people, fans, and also just be able to show appreciation for the support that they give, because like they donate and gift. Like I never ask for any like gifts, but I always make sure that like if somebody does send something, I'm like, dude, thank you so much, and like shout them out, because you know that's other people's money, and they're like, here you go, even if it's 5 cents, whatever. Like I'm so appreciative about it.
It's so sweet.
I love it because I can play whatever vibe I want. If in the first hour I want to play Latin house, I could do that. If the second hour I want to play tech house, if I want to play some more bass house, I could just jump around and do whatever I want. And like from the comfort of my home. I don't have to leave and go anywhere. I could eat a snack if I want to while I'm DJing and like be chilling, you know? So I really, really enjoy that. I do sometimes play at like certain clubs, but I feel like the LA nightlife club, like mainstream clubs, it's gonna dying out. Dying out. And I think it's because we're not getting those like 6 sets there, and they're just, I don't know. The vibes are completely different. It's very bottle service based and not dance floor based the way I feel like the 2000s was. I mean, I wasn't old enough to go, but like you hear about how crazy the clubs used to be. And it's because there was a dance floor for people to shake some ass, you know? And now it's like, the dance floor is like, you know, a 6 by 6 foot area.
Small, no one's on it. And then it's just a bunch of men sitting on couches looking at you. And you're like, oh, I'm going home. That's not happening.
Like, hello, little girl. Would you like a tequila, orange, and cranberry drink? And you're like, I guess, because they're $30 at the bar.
Yeah. Like I have no choice. And then you're sitting on a couch and you can't hear anything. Can't hear why are we dancing? Yep. But you can't leave the table.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely one of those people, though, that I will dance in the booth. Like, I don't give a shit. I'm definitely scared because I'm probably going to fall, but we make it fun. I refuse to sit at a club. If I'm going to do that, I'm just going to go home, you know? Yeah. So like, there's not demure behavior at the club. Like we get feral, we have fun. You come, you dance, you dance, you flip your hair, you shake some ass, and then you go and maybe get street tacos after. And
yes,
then
you do. I love a street taco.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's dangerous, but you know, who knows? If it's good, it's good. And you deal with consequences like later.
That's tomorrow morning problem.
Yeah, exactly. That's my hungover morning problem.
Exactly. So. Has anything crazy ever happened to you in the booth? Like, have you ever been trying to mix and you're like, damn, I can't believe this is happening to me right now?
I've had multiple, like, what do they call that? The Fredigan moments of, like, people stopping the music on accident.
Oh, on accident.
Like, yeah. Yeah, I've never had someone deliberately. That would be...
The way you did that, I was like, damn, like, who's praying on your downfall?
Elbows. Who's praying on my downfall? I don't know. But yeah, no, just like stopping the music, it actually happened not that long ago at a set that I did at Apartment 200, and it was like like when the build was happening, and then like my friend Paul, he was dancing and going crazy, and then it just stopped, and I'm like, no one, that was on purpose, and we try to do it on beat, like go back on beat, like if you can. I've also, this was kind of like my fault a little bit. I mean, they were my decks, but I was playing a Halloween party and they were giving me shots and like trying to give it to me across the deck.
Oh no.
Yeah, no. And so I was like, no, please don't. And like I was trying to tell her to give it to me like on the side, and I had a little water bottle that apparently the top wasn't screwed on, and I just, the tiniest amount. The tiniest amount of water on it, done. They were wrecked. So
really?
Yeah.
That's all it takes?
Very adamant about like no drinks. I don't give a shit who you are to me, like especially at like at a club. Like I will have all of my friends in the booth with me, which I love that. Like the vibes, it's definitely sweaty, dirty, nasty, but I like it like that, you know, when we're all dancing. But the drinks cannot be near the decks because I don't have $6,000 to $8,000 to pay for whatever is like getting, you know, demolished from a little drop of whatever. Like it's just really dangerous. But I think those are the craziest things. Nothing too wild. I mean, obviously some twerking sessions going on in the booth, funness, but yeah, just the accidental stops of the music. And like as a DJ, your heart's like, was that me? Is it the system? What's happening? And then you just kind of figure out what happen and then you fix it.
Yeah. So. Do you think that men are more intimidated by your looks or by your USB stick?
Well, you know, if I get you back to my house and stick my USB in and you get to have a little taste of that, it's a different thing. But probably my looks. And I don't really, there's part of me that like loves it and hates it because sometimes I don't want to be approached. But I'm very lucky that, I don't know, my personality is very much so like, if I like something, I go after it, I'm going to get it. And I'm very forward about things. I guess the aggressor in situations a lot of the times. But it would be nice if someone would come up to me and also like not say anything about my looks. Like, we know we're serving.
Of course.
Thank you. But like, come with some banter, come with something that I can like play off of, come with some creativity. Like also don't come to me and be like, so your tattoos, I've always wanted to get one. Did they hurt? How many do you have? Let's be creative. Yeah, let's get creative. Yeah. And it's always the tattoos, and my ladies that have tattoos know that this is like a thing. And it's probably the most annoying. But if a dude can make me laugh, that is like major points. So if you come with some like banter or you come ready to like vibe or even dance, you know, but like read the room kind of, you know, have I looked at you? Have I smiled? Have we locked eyes? Like, but you know, I think maybe they're more intimidated by my looks, but that's okay.
Yeah. Do you have like a favorite tattoo? That's always the line.
And I'm like,
creative, Ben. What are we doing?
No. And it's my back and it's down to my crack, but like, I'm not really trying to do that. But I have had people literally, I mean, when they're drunk, kind of be invasive. Like I'm pretty open, but they'll like clawing down my top or like lifting to see it. I'm like, okay, I was giving you like a glance. Yeah. I don't know you like that. Don't touch me. But yeah, so I was given something, but people get a little touchy-feely, I think, when having tattoos. So it's really funny when I go out and I don't have them showing. Mm-hmm. So I kind of like that. I feel like, not that I get treated differently, but I feel like I'm hiding a little secret. And I'm like, bam, you know? So
surprise.
Yeah, surprise, motherfucker. But yeah. So I don't know. I think dudes just need to get more creative with women that have tattoos.
Yeah. Okay. I like it. Or even just don't talk about a woman's physical appearance, maybe. Don't come up with a little joke. Yeah. Like entertain us a little bit.
Yeah. Like, hey girl, I thought you were so beautiful. Like, me too. What else?
Thanks.
What else?
Alrighty.
Do you like my dance moves?
Yeah.
No? Okay.
Okay.
That's fine. Next.
I mean, how are you supposed to have a conversation with that? You
right.
do it.
Yeah. Super hard.
Okay. Back to DJing. What's one of your favorite memories from a gig? Like, do you have anything that stands out?
Mm-hmm. I really want to say it was the last show that I played at Apartment 200 where I was able to play whatever the hell I wanted. My set could be whatever I wanted, however I wanted to build it. I was able to invite all of my friends, which was amazing. Yeah. As DJs know, having like unlimited guest list pretty much. It was kind of like a party that we threw, like me and about like 3 or 4 other DJs there at that venue. And having that freedom to do that. And it was just kind of like, for me, when I do play at clubs, how could I say? I'm not just showing up and being like, oh yeah, I'm just going to throw on whatever. Like, no, I make it feel like a show, being someone that used to make music in like the indie world and that kind of vibe. Like there's a whole set list that's practiced and done. So like I built my set. It took me a few days from top to bottom, and like the whole take them on a journey. I was like, I want to take them on a journey, but I want this to be very, I don't know if I was like, I wanted to be very cocky. I wanted it to be for the girls, the gays, and the days, and the boys come and party too. But I was gearing my set to be like that and giving everyone just like a little bit of taste of everything, bringing like remixes from like the 2000s, giving that like club vibe. Yeah. Something very, like I said, vibes, for the girls, and like mixing everything something a little harder for the boys. So having that freedom to do that and watching all of my friends, mind you, when doing a set, and you even like if you're an artist in different genres, right? You can invite your friends, right, to come and support you. Yeah. And they'll be like, woohoo, yay, for a little bit. Yeah. But like when you genuinely see people actually enjoying it, that is so fulfilling, because being able to bring that kind of energy and like joy and freedom and letting people explore themselves through that experience and just letting loose and get feral, that is so satisfying for me as a DJ. And like, because you don't see a lot of dancing in LA, especially with clubs. So it was so sick.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I know. I think
I came to the club to the dance.
I think the girl DJs need to save the dance floor. But yeah, I think being able to have all of my friends there and watching them all just rage. I felt like I was low-key like at a crazy frat party. It was insane. But just like everyone jumping and just everyone sweating. It was like bringing boiler room vibes out, like literally, because we were all just dying. And I wish that like I brought a fan. I wasn't expecting it to be that hot. And like, because the venue is not big, it's very personal. Like, and I can see everyone and we're just screaming our heads off and just, I don't know. It was really sick. So I hope that I can throw more of that and have the opportunity to be able to invite all my friends and like have a super sick vibe like that. It was, I think that was probably the best set that I've been able to do because of the freedom and being able to have the people that I love there. And then also strangers too, like, and being able to like bring that vibe.
It's so cool when your friends get to come and they kind of bring the vibe, and they're dancing and obviously having a great time. And like they're getting drinks and everyone there is having a good time. Like, they bring the vibe.
Everything is such an energy thing. I'm so spiritual, and everything's such an energy thing, which is why like when I DJ, I love dancing, and I don't give a shit that like people will sit there and be like, oh, the DJ's dancing, they need to be doing more. Not everyone is James Hype, okay? I love James Hype. I love that man. He is so impressive. I just saw him literally 4 feet away at a Coachella after party. Fucking amazing DJ. But not everybody's doing that. Music selection over tricks, that's it. Like music selection, create the vibe, and like that energy. If you can enjoy yourself because you prepared, that's the thing, is like I prepare. I work my ass off to make sure that I prep my set, because I'm giving people a show and I want them to enjoy it from start to finish. So like I'm going to dance. I'm going to shake my ass. I'm going to have fun and I'm going to enjoy myself. And I think that DJs should do that more if that's your vibe. Some DJs are very serious and that's cool. That's just not me. So I think people feed off of energy. So like when I go to the club, when I'm not DJing and no one's dancing, best believe I'm going to be on that dance floor by myself, maybe have a little tequila Red Bull in me, have a couple of those, and then let loose, because what's the whole point? I don't want to stand around and stare at people. That's so boring. Like I can't. So the vibes.
I love it. Yeah. I feel like when you're in the club and you're looking up at the DJ booth and they're having a great time, it just sets the whole tone for the whole club, for the whole night.
I 100%
it's incredible.
agree.
Your shows sound awesome. I would love to go. That's incredible. I would love that. I would actually love that. That would be so much fun. That's so cool.
Especially because I feel like we know, some of the same people.
Yeah, that was so cool.
It'll be a vibe.
I love looking at someone's Instagram and realizing like, damn, like sometimes you can just tell you're like, damn, like this is a cool person based on the fact that all of our mutuals are the coolest people I've met in LA.
Yes.
Like you already know.
I love that.
It's so cute. Okay. You also have an OnlyFans.
I do.
So you go by Ray Katara on there. I'm saying that right?
Yeah, Ray Katara.
Okay.
Which I have a little funny thing about that name as
How'd
to
you
why
pick
it's not Frenchi. Okay, so I'm a little nerdy girl, but I love I love Sailor Moon, grew up with that, but I love Sailor Mars. I actually had purple hair for a while. That was like my whole vibe, and like the bangs, and it was my Sailor Mars era.
That's so cool. I need to see that.
So her name is Reihino, and then I just always thought that like obviously Avatar Lost Airbender.
Oh yeah. I named my car Katara.
Katara. It's such a cool name.
It's a cool name.
Like it's so sick. So I was like, because I'm like I didn't want to be like Frenchi XOXO or like whatever, like baby girl, whatever. I don't know. I was like, I want to create a name and like a different persona, like an alias for myself, because Ray Katara is very different from Frenchi. Like Frenchi, yes, we're fun, we're hot, we have fun, and we're wild and free, and we DJ and we love fashion and all that. But Ray Katara is also wild and hot and free and fun, but we're a little more sexy and like a little more sultry, and like being able to like explore those sides of myself is really fun for me, because I like growing up with not the best mentality of the way that I looked, going through like being bullied as I was younger, being overweight, and then I mean, this is another thing, like being bullied while you're overweight, then being bullied when you lose weight, you're just going to get bullied regardless. So like do whatever makes you happy. And that was like a thing for me where it's kind of like an empowering thing where I'm like, no, I am beautiful and I am amazing. And it also kind of pushes me. I'm like, yeah, I want to be healthy. I want to work out. I want to look good. I want to feel good. And like it's just like a little outlet for me too, to explore those things with myself. For Frenchie's a little bit more goofy and wild, and the Ray Katara vibe is more like, okay, I can be sexy. I can be a sexy lady,
I love that.
So yeah, it's just two different women, one woman, two vibes. So
it's such a cool way to get to, I don't know, explore more of yourself and like get to know yourself a little better and have more confidence. And that sounds awesome. I love that.
So
you do a lot of cosplay as well.
Yeah, I do some cosplays. I've done actually like a Sailor Mars cosplay.
I was going to ask if you had a favorite.
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's my girl. It is hard though. Like I will say, like I give it up for cosplayers that do this full time, because it is so much.
Oh yeah.
Like even putting on makeup, just normal, rather than like doing cosplay makeup, putting on the wigs, like it gets hot, girl. Like I am sweating my ass off.
You know what? I've never thought about that.
Yeah, I am sweating my freaking ass off. I gotta put this in a wig cap. Then I look bald for a second while I paint my face in drag, to serve a good look, and then throw on a wig, and then put on however many layers just to take some ass and all that.
And it's taking hours to get ready, and then you're wearing it, and you're like, okay, like.
I feel, and I'm like, yeah, this content, we're gonna make some money off of this. Mama is working hard. I am sweating my ass off right now. Like, putting that work in. So like, it's definitely worth it, but I give it up so hard for cosplayers. They're freaking amazing and like
incredible,
insane cosplays that I'm just like, you spent hours on that, and I admire that so much. There's so much art and creativity that goes into that, but I love it too, just because like Halloween's like my favorite holiday. So like I love dressing up in costumes, and like that's something that I think I really enjoy. I love the idea of like, I'm someone else. Yeah. I'm a different person.
It's so much fun.
Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know.
I love it so much. I also like the cosplaying community, and like everyone who does it, they're all so sweet.
Yes.
Just like meeting people in LA, like you put in so much work, and they're very passionate and very creative, and they have so much fun with what they do, and they're very open about it, and it's so cool. Yeah. I love that you're into that.
Yeah, I love it. And then once I'm done shaking a little something in that cosplay, I rip that wig off and throw it on the ground. I'm like, I'm almost done. I'm clocked out now.
Okay, being an OnlyFans creator, what's one thing that people assume about your dating life? that they get totally wrong? Any misconceptions?
I think I'd be fucking a lot. I don't want to curse too much. Yeah, I think I'm like boning everybody. You know, they're thinking that it's easy to bone because they're like, you do sex work and that's just like your life, right? And I'm like, no, well, it's not just my life. I'm not just those things, you know? So like, I think the assumption that girls that do OnlyFans are automatically just, you know, spreading the legs to everybody. But you know what? Also, who cares if someone does? Like, you know, like let people live their lives. So I think that is one assumption that, you know, people have, or like thinking that they're like, they have no morals, like, you know, and this and that. And I'm like, there is some morality, you know.
Well, it's so insane to hear that and see comments like that, because girls who do OnlyFans and work in the sex work industry are the nicest people I've ever met in my entire life. Like, they're incredible. They have they're always so welcoming. They're always so kind. Like, such a beautiful community. And to see men who have never talked to a woman like that in their entire life, it's so insane to me. Because
you're mad that you're not get a little something, you know? That's definitely what I think that it is. And, you know, I think that it takes especially with dating, right? With like men dating women that do OnlyFans or vice versa. It takes someone that is so secure and so confident within themselves to date someone like that. Because like, at the end of the day, I think it's like the rule of like men dating pretty women. Brother, your girl is pretty. People are going to look. People are going to try to talk to her. But at the end of the day, if you don't know that she is all for you and like you don't trust her, then like, what is the point?
Yeah.
Like, don't date a baddie. Sorry. Like, you're not built for this, babe. It's not for you. It's not for your life. You got to let it go, you know? But yeah, I don't know. I think that if you want to date someone who does OnlyFans, you just really have to be confident in yourself and secure and know yourself and know your partner too. Yeah. I mean, every relationship is built off trust, and like also be, you know, I think supportive within that. I mean, for me, I always disclose that, you know, so I always let whoever I'm dating know what's going on. And when I do, and whether or not they agree with that or not is up to them.
How have they reacted when you have disclosed that before?
They've not really like cared.
Okay.
Yeah.
No one's ever.
I've never had a dude be like, oh, why do you do that? Why are you showing your body? I'm like, if I want to prance around in some lingerie and bikinis and profit off of that, like
as you should,
as I should, I'm going to get my bag. Like, sorry, I'm going to benefit from that. I work freaking hard to go to the gym and do all these things, and like, you know, and it's just fun for me.
I know. I was about to say it's so much fun.
You're like, you watch it back and you're like, oh my God, that's me. I did that. Yeah, I know. I love that. That's always like a funny thing. Like, my friends always make fun of me because I get like so excited, and they're like, you always are like, oh yeah. I'm like, yeah, I do. I feel very feeling some sort of type of way about myself. If I could date myself, I probably would.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm like, yes, girls, work that. Oh my God, I look like that from the back. What? Yeah. These angles are crazy. Like, that's always my reaction after shooting. But I think, yeah, I've never actually had a guy be like, you know, I think you should, you know, do something else with your life.
You've never had anyone like try to get you to quit?
No.
Stop doing it?
No.
Okay, come on.
Not the ones I'm choosing.
Yeah.
The men that are in the comment section, I think, you know, also too, like, our belief systems, right? That's like another thing. Like, everyone's view in life is different. You all can't have the same views, and what one person thinks is right, what one person thinks is wrong. Then there's like societal like morality of like, hey, like, don't kill anybody, like maybe you shouldn't do that. Nobody's like, yeah, do that, that's totally fine and okay. But when it comes to this kind of stuff, I think, you know, we live in a place where we have the freedom to do wherever we want.
And you're like, not hurting anyone.
You're not hurting anyone.
Having fun. There's if it doesn't harm anyone, then why?
I'm not holding anyone hostage and being like, buy that bundle. You better buy that. Okay? Send me it now. Like, this is free will.
Yeah.
And if people want to buy it up and enjoy themselves and I bring some sort of little happiness to their life, then freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different people. I always think about that too. Like people always make fun of like subscribers and like, you know, what they're like, and they're all like this and they're all like that. There are actually some pretty rude subscribers, but there's also like really nice ones. And like sometimes I'm like, dude, damn, like if me talking to you or sending you these pictures or whatever you're doing, like, and it just brightens up their day, like I don't know, that's some positive energy that I'm down to give out. Like I don't really care. And it's nice to know that I'm like, oh, like I just made your day. And you know what? You just made my day. Thank you so much.
I know, like, it's so cute to like chat with people. And,
I know. It's like a mutual exchange.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I don't know.
Like
I enjoy
don't watch it. Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't like it, then don't date someone that
don't date someone like that. Mm-hmm. Don't watch it. Don't people who like subscribe just to hate. Like don't just don't.
Mm-hmm. That just too. Don't. Or like, I don't know if people realize that when you comment on videos, you're going to keep getting it back in your algorithm. Like, yeah,
that too. Just
even
like
a hate comment. Like if you don't want to see this shit and you're saying that the world is going to shit, then like stop. Put not interested. So many videos.
And people are like, oh my God, like what? Not her again. Like why is she on my For You page? You follow me, first of all.
Yeah.
Second of all, if you're commenting, like it's going to come back. What are you doing?
Weird behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we all have free will, and do with your free will what you will.
Yeah. So, as long as you're not hurting anyone, don't hate. That's all that matters. Yeah. Just have fun and
live your life.
Live your life. I love it.
Be free.
Be free.
Be free a little bit.
Cool. Okay. I'll ask this last one about it. Would you rather date a man who's obsessed with your content or refuses to watch it?
I think, I mean, what level of obsessed is he? Like picking the hairs out of my...
You know, maybe not that obsessed, but
right. Okay.
You know,
but he's just like obsessed with like
obsessed with you.
Oh, yeah. I'd rather have somebody that was like obsessed with me and loves me for everything that I am than someone that's trying to change anything. And I'm always willing to like compromise and like change certain things if it makes sense, you know, a healthy change, but don't change like certain things about me. I'm very grounded in who I am, and like I don't really try to change, you know, other people and what they're about. So yeah, 100% obsessed. Maybe not like, you know, serial killer obsessed where it's like, I love you, I'll never want you to leave me, and I'm going to collect all of your clothes and smell them while you're gone. Pet the hairs in your hairbrush. You know, but like even that, I'm like, okay, you're kind of crazy, but I don't know. It would be nice to have someone that's like,
oh, I do love an obsessed man for sure.
Like this,
but like confidently obsessed.
Yeah,
you don't want a man who's jealous of everything that you're doing, but you want a man who sees all the other men looking and goes, "Damn, like I love that. Like I love that man want my woman. That's so good."
Yes, and I think that's again trust. Yeah, like having trust and
being confident in yourself.
Yes, I love that. So obsessed but confident is a good way to put it. Yeah, because I feel like when I have my partner, I'm 100% just like. Everything about them. I'm like, oh my God, I just love you so hard, and I love everything about you, and whatever weird quirks or I don't know. I feel like I'm that way. So it'd be nice to have someone be on the same page as that.
I love that.
Yeah.
Cute. I saw online that you like nerdy, innocent guys.
Yes.
Why is that?
I like them like that. I love them like that. It's so creepy. Yes, bring me one. No, I feel like because I just can bond. Yeah. Because I nerd out over shit all the time. Mm-hmm. And so I think it's kind of like, it sounds so weird, but I'm like, I think it's kind of sexy when a guy's like, yeah, so in this latest episode, the planet, the Tartarian system, like, I just love watching someone nerd out on something of all the like things that they're so passionate about.
I know. When they go on their little passionate rants, it's the cutest thing ever.
And I was looking at it like, oh, you.
And now like I'm getting into it. Yeah. Like your passion's rubbing off on me. That's the cutest thing ever.
Yes, 100%. So I like that. And I like being able to share like certain interests, like loving anything. How could I say, like fantasy or superheroes, or like I just love kind of that vibe of stuff. Very big like Star Wars, Lord of the Rings fan, Harry Potter fan. Yeah. I love a lot of DC and Marvel stuff. So just basically anything that's like in that kind of like fantasy world, or also like futuristic. I love that kind of stuff. And I feel like all of those things get deemed as very nerdy. So I guess that goes in the category. But I also like I like the innocence. I like the vanilla innocence. I've said this before. This is what I call it, because I'm just like, you have not, like, I want to teach you things.
I know. I feel like it's so cool getting to experience things together for the first time.
Yes.
I want to
turn you out. I want to teach you things. I want you to explore the world with me. Let me show you what life's about here. You know, I don't know. It's a very satisfying thing for me.
Absolutely.
But yeah, and I just find it really cute. I just cannot stand. I'm just got like, it just made me think of it. I'm like, I think the thing is like, I love their nerdy vibes, cutesy. I just like something about like what they would call like societal beauty in men, of like the broody, like squinted pictures. I cannot get behind this, because like, why as a man are you posted up taking multiple, how many photos before you posted that selfie online? As a man, like, is that Facetune on top of that?
Like, what are you doing?
No, I don't like it. It's something about that, like that. It's just like, it doesn't do it for me. You know what works? Smile.
Yeah, and get excited about something.
Yes, and looks cute in your photo. Like, have a little smile in your photo. I don't want to see like. It's just, it cringes me
it's horrible
to the core.
Yeah,
and I just do not find it sexy. Something about it just is
horrible. It's off-putting. The men who like get on FaceTime and look at themselves in the little corner like the whole time, and you're like, I can see you. Like I can.
That's my job. What are you doing? I'm supposed to be looking.
We're both looking at you right now. Like, you're kidding.
Yeah, it's just the like overtly, like I said, dudes that are just way too into themselves. I feel like there's something about that doesn't sit right with me as a bi woman. Like, if I'm gonna date a man, I need like masculinity to the max. And there's something about that for whatever reason, for me, I'm just like, I don't like know how I feel about you sitting here taking multiple selfies of yourself.
Well, it's just
and
feminine
like
energy.
Yeah, feminine energy. I think there is like a balance. I think, you know, men and women should both have balance within their masculine and like feminine energy. But give me a cutie that can take a picture with his teeth out and smiling and just looking so cute. And that turns me on so much more than the dude that's like mewing and the mewing, bro. Like, good Lord.
If a man knows what mewing means, I don't want it.
No. The mew max.
You can define that. Like, you're not my man.
Like, it's okay. I have enough jawline for the both of us. You don't need to do that. It's fine. I got you. You don't have to do that for me. Yeah. The squinted eyes, just like, is something irritating you? Is the sun blinding you right now? Why? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm a hater. Who knows? I'm not for it.
It's just not your type.
Yeah, like, it's not my type.
That's your thing. You do you.
Nerdy
you're
dudes,
not my man.
Innocent dudes, nerdy dudes. Like, I just love that.
Yeah.
I love that so much. And I think because it's like a little opposite, but still the same.
Yeah.
You know? Because I'm a nasty little freak. But, you know, I love my innocence as well. I love my inner child. And I love that if I can share that inner child spirit with another person and like indulge in like the things that we indulged in as children, like I love that. So I think that's why I'm so about it.
Yeah. So, I love that.
Yeah.
Have you ever like pretended to be passionate or pretended to like a man's passion because you liked him?
No. No, I don't think I can. I'm not that good at I'm not that good at lying because it shows on my face too. So like, and it's very apparent, like, and like, it's the way that my friends have told me, like, Frenchi, your face. And I'm like, what? And they're like, bitch, look. And I'm like, what? I'm fine. It's fine. Why? Do I look mean? And I'm just like, not dogging everything. So like, I can't fake being excited for anything. I can't fake it in bed. I can't fake it in regular conversations. Like, we're just not doing that. I live in my truth.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's how you make the most out of life.
Yeah.
If you're faking things and you're not having a good time.
No, I'm not going to adhere to like, then that's the thing. It's like, if I don't possibly like their passions, that's okay. Yeah. We can be different. And I think that's what a lot of people like sometimes want to date the exact same person sometimes. And I feel like having things that you're different, like that are different, that you're passionate about, I think kind of gives it a little something like, and it's okay to be having different interests and whatnot, you know, as long as there's some sort of common ground that you guys can bond over. That's not just 6 to 10 in the bed, you know, because I feel like I have friends where I'm like, girl, what do you guys talk about ever?
Yeah. You know what? Been there. Like, matter of fact, been there myself. And what was I doing?
Yeah, no, I'm just like, what are the conversations that y'all have? So I get that, but like, I don't think I could fake it, but I think I'd be willing to learn about it.
Oh, for sure. I love that. Learner. There have been things where I thought, like, I used to date a man who loved golf. And I was like, damn, most boring sport ever. But then I learned more about it. And it's actually really cool. Like, now I watch the PGA Tour. Yeah. Like, I have a great time.
I love that. I played in high school for like a semester.
You played golf?
Cool. And it was really funny because I was super scene during that era, like scene emo with the big hair and the eyeliner. And I remember showing up to the country club in like ripped skinny jeans, a band t-shirt and Converse on. And then them being like, so you're gonna have to get like country club attire. And at that time, my dad was working like part time at like a golf Smith store.
How convenient!
Yeah, so it was really nice. So I was like, I gotta get a polo and a skirt or something, and I don't know, maybe a hat. Like he was like, oh yeah, he was so excited about it. I just did golf so that I didn't have to do PE. Oh. It like counted if you did a sport.
That's incredible.
Yeah, if you did a sport, it counted instead of having to do PE because at that school that I was going to, I only went there for like half a year. There was swim. Like you had to swim at some point in the PE course. And I was like very much so about my hair as a scene kid that I was like, I'm not spending an hour in the morning putting a gallon of hairspray in my hair to then have to jump midday into a nasty pool at school and then walk around smelling like that with my hair and having to, no. So I was like, I will do golf. Give me golf. And my dad was so excited and I did it for a few months and then I left. And then I didn't do it anymore.
Now you know the basics.
Yeah. And then I went to Topgolf and that was horrific. I mean, it was, you know, over God knows how many years ago now. So I need to relearn though. It definitely can be fun. Little margaritas and a little...
I know, little margaritas at the Topgolf place. They have the donut holes that I love.
Oh, I've never tried them.
We want to sit... recently, Sydney and I we have a friend named Dylan who was on the podcast. We're trying to set him up on a date at Topgolf. A cute date night spot. But then we can get the booth next to him and spy on them. That's the ideal Topgolf night. I'm very excited about it. I'll keep you guys posted.
I love that. I've done a spy mission.
Have you done a spy mission?
Yes.
Tell me about the spy mission.
I did a spy mission recently with so my roommate, best friend Emma, she went on a date and it was to go to Dave & Buster's and she was going on this date and supposedly it was this guy's friend's birthday and she goes and we're like, hey, me and my friend Paul are sitting there, we're like, can we go? And she's like, oh, I don't know, it's his friend's birthday, I don't know. I'm like, it's Dave & Buster's.
Exactly, anyone can walk in there.
Really? And so and so she goes and me and Paul look at each other and we're like, this isn't gonna invite us, is she? And he's like, no. And I was like, wouldn't it be so funny if we like Hannah Montana this or like put wigs on or something and like put disguises on and went to like Dave & Buster's and just like spied on her? And he was like, oh my God, wait, like let's do that. So I went in a wig and like a hat and low-key like my outfit, I'm like, this is so obvious and what we look like. He had a hat on, hoodie, glasses. It was full blown like Mean Girls vibes is what it felt like. And
we were incredible.
Yeah, we were walking around and like filming it. We made a TikTok. I haven't posted it yet, but we were like walking around, like just kind of like sneaking. And there was so many times where we almost got caught. We're like, fuck. It's just and even
wait, did you never get caught?
No. So then there was one time where I think she saw me like for a second because she was kind of glaring, and then like we were kind of just like turned, and so then finally we ended up going up to her and we're like, hey guys, how are you? How are you? And he was like, hey.
Wigs and everything?
Yeah, wigs and everything. And she was like, hey. And I was like, did you guys see us? And they're like, no. And I'm like, we've been here for like 2 hours. I'm like following you. I was like, I have videos of it. And he's like, what? And then she's looking at her date and she's like, I didn't tell them. I was like, it's fine. We did this on our own accord. Like, she's just so, I felt like she was like a little bit embarrassed.
Well, he has to get to know the friend group at some point.
Right.
Like,
and
you
I
may
was
as well put him in there early.
I was like, we're fun. You know, we're not weird. This was
really
just like a fun little activity. We like let you guys have your time. Yeah. And like we waited. We didn't want to ruin it early. So like, and we played games. It wasn't like we were stalking the whole time. Yeah. But it was a really fun experience. And then after I got her like, you know, side of it, and she was like, I did not know about this, but it's fine. I'm not mad. I don't feel weird about it. He was fine about it. He kind of just like laughed. But also I know in the back of his head, he was like, why did your friends? But at the same time, it's literally Dave and Buster's, babe. Yeah. Like, it's not like we went to a Michelin star restaurant and crashed your romantic dinner.
Had a table across the room.
Yes. Like, no, you were at Dave and Buster's, like eating appetizers. It's fine. Like, and playing skee ball.
Cute.
Not a big deal.
How was the date?
It went good for them. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what it's like now, but I think they're friends still. They're like friends, acquaintance. I just saw them actually. He was around recently for Coachella. Yeah. Okay, yeah. He hangs, but they're both not really looking for like relationships. So, but they're fun. They're fine and they're fun. So
beautiful.
Yeah.
Now he's in the group.
Now he's actually in the group and he's like, you know, aware of us. And, you know, he's actually like best friends with one of our friends. So like his girl best friend is one of our friends within our group. So that's how they kind of like met and stuff. So yeah, it was just really funny. But I'm like, I wonder if this man has ever experienced something like this. I mean, like that was just so crazy running around. And the funny thing is like my friend Paul, he's been on a show, so he's very recognizable, like since he was a kid. Mm-hmm. And his people came up to us.
Oh no! While you were undercover,
like while we're trying to like stalk them, I'm like, shit. And they're like, hey, and they walk up to us. At first, we thought we were getting kicked out because we were kind of like running around, like doing some 007 crazy shit, rolling on the ground, doing crazy stuff. And he's like, hey, and we're like, hi. And they're like, what are you guys doing? We're like, we're just playing games and waiting for our friend. And they're like, oh, we're doing? And they're like, are you guys famous? And I'm like, oh. And then my friend Paul takes his glasses off and he's like, yeah, I mean, well, I was on so-and-so show. And then when I was a kid and he was like, oh my God. And like all these people, they're like, can we take pictures? I'm like, oh my God, they're blowing our cover. Let's go. And they're like, it's fine. I was like, we're actually spying on our friend right now. And like, this is so funny. And they're like, oh my God, are we blowing the cover? I'm like, a little bit. We just gotta like, let's just move this whole crowd of people over here. But it was so funny. And I'm just like, God damn it, Paul. He was like, what? I was wearing a hat and I was wearing a hoodie and sunglasses. I'm like, yeah, with your Gucci bag, bro. Like with your Gucci bag, bro, crazy. And like wearing a hat that says like, I put the cunt in country. That was my hat. So it's like already we looked crazy. I had a big fuzzy hat, two-tone wig. It wasn't like we really went undercover. We should have done better, but it was a fun experience.
It sounds like fun. It sounds like a great time.
Yeah, they're amazing. Yeah. So yeah, that was my story.
I didn't even know that one.
Yeah.
Speaking of stories though, whilst we're on it. Okay. We need to discuss something.
Okay.
We need to talk about the plot twist of the century. Your ex, the coma, the cheating. Like, where does one start? Tell me the story. Give it to me.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Take it into me. Okay. So we were dating for about like a year and a half. We lived together. We were very involved with each other with like work ventures. I'll say that. And living together, and mind you, princess treatment, like, oh, let's go do this, let's go do that, let me take you shopping, let's go to dinner, let's go do like unlimited whatever I wanted I could have. Our relationship was a little crazy, but yeah, one day his car was having problems and we took it to his friend's house who was supposed to fix it. Now, he had been riding motocross for about 16 years of his life. And the friend left and said, hey, don't ride the bike. There's something wrong with it. And the roommate of the friend was, after the friend had left to go get stuff for the car, the roommate of the friend was like, oh, it's fine, dude. Like, we could just rip it. It's fine. And I'm like, he literally just said there's something wrong with it. It's like to not ride it. He just got it. Friend starts riding it up and down. My ex had a crazy ego and decides, I'm going to get on the bike. And I'm like, he's like, give me your shoes, bro, so I can get on. I'm like, what are you doing? Yeah. There's something wrong with this bike. What are you doing? Mind you, he has always worn a helmet. Didn't decide to wear a helmet that day. Gets on the bike and I'm watching him doing like crazy wheelies, all this shit. And I'm just like,
something's wrong with the bike. Out. He has no helmet on. What are we doing?
Freaking out of my mind. And so I like kind of walk out to the driveway and I'm seeing him come back and I watch his hat fly off of his head. So he turns back to look. And the bike just completely launches him off, smacks his head. So I immediately start running. And when you fall or you see someone fall, they're like, oh my God, something's being done, right? I run up and he is knocked out and there's just blood coming out of his ear, just hemorrhaging and completely unconscious. And he's kind of like, and I'm just sitting there holding him up, trying to call the ambulance, like freaking out. And I remember it so vividly because I'd never experienced something like this. And I thought that he was going to die in my lap. And I had him in my lap, completely covered. I had white shorts on. I just remember it so vividly because it was traumatizing. I was like, oh, my boyfriend is going to literally pass away in my arms. And the ambulance was taking forever. He started seizing. It was crazy. So then we take him to the hospital. We find out that he has to have brain surgery. So obviously that's a heavy thing to hear. So, we're like, okay, maybe with the brain surgery, he can get out of this. It'll be fine. Like, he's going to be fine. It's going to be okay. He was in a coma for weeks and I spent weeks sitting there in the hospital by his side. And, when I love someone, I'm so very ride or die type of person, literally. And I don't care. And I will love you to the end of time, no matter what. Yeah. Because if I choose to be in a relationship with someone, I give everything of myself to them. Anyways, so cut to, I go home for one day and I'm like, I'm going to sleep in our bed and I'm going to like have a real shower. Yeah. Because it's been weeks of this. His mom comes to pick me up and she's like, hey, I want to talk to you about something. And I'm like, oh my God, is he okay? Is he fine? She's like, yeah, he's fine. He's doing actually better now. And I'm like, oh, thank God. Okay. Like, what's going on? And she's like, honey, you're going to have to sit down. And I'm like, okay. Well, this is weird. I'm like, yeah, okay. What's up? What's going on? She's like, well, I don't know how to tell you. He's been cheating on you. I'm like, okay, yeah. All right. What do you mean? And because obviously I'm like, what are you telling me right now? Yeah. And she's like, yeah, he's been cheating on you the whole time. And I'm like, the whole time? I'm sorry, what? And she's like, yeah, I just wanted to tell you because she's at the hospital. And I'm like, huh? Okay. And I was like, all right, well, can I just go and see him one last time? And she's like, yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. I'm like, yeah, let me just go see him. Like, mind you, and then the fact that everybody knew, like,
I was about to ask, did she know the whole time?
She knew.
And no one told you? You're kidding.
His mom, his dad,
you're living with the man, and no one tells you?
Which explained why the siblings, like the sister, was treating me really weird in the hospital. Because I was like, why are you being so weird to me? Because in her eyes, I was the other woman. Because apparently they were dating 6 months before him and I ever got together, and I had no idea.
You were living with the man.
I was literally living. Exactly. So they were together for 6 months prior. And then I don't know if they like stopped dating for a little bit. I don't know what happened within the relationship, but I was dating him, had no idea. So I'm like, why am I being treated very rude? Like, what's happening? And it was because I was technically the other woman, not knowing anything, and I was living with him and we were talking about getting married and all this crazy shit.
Did he like tell his family that you knew or something? Like, why would they not tell you?
I don't know. And so then she takes me and I'm like, okay, well, that's like, and then they get worried because they think I'm just gonna pull his life support or something, which is like, I mean,
as they should worry about. I
was very angry. I was very, very angry. And very upset and heartbroken. And I just felt like my whole relationship was a lie, because it was. And I like found out that not only was he cheating with that one girl continuously the whole entire time, seeing her every weekend, lying to me, telling me that he was going to see his business partner, Kevin, who he would go down and work at the things that they would do together. And like, Kevin has a wife and kids. And so like, I can't bring you with me. I know that we work on things together. I just can't, because like, you know, certain things. Full-blown second delusional crazy story that he saved her night. I remember seeing her name one time in his phone, and I was like, who's that? And he was like, oh, so-and-so that like do business something. And I was like, oh, okay, never seen that name again. And I think he just slipped up and forgot to change her name to Kevin for whatever reason, because there was always a Kevin that was a business partner.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I never questioned anything. Like, I always fully trust my partners. So Kevin had a full-blown wife and kids, and he was utilizing the names of this girl's sisters as the children's names. It was psychotic. And not only to find out that was happening, there was like 8 other girls. There was messages in his phone, because I never looked through his phone. And obviously I went to go look through this. Where he'd be like, yeah, she's gonna be coming home from work in a couple hours.
The girls knew?
What?
The girls knew?
The girls, yes, they all knew. I came from like a small town, so like everyone knew that we were dating. And we would throw parties. Knew. Yes. And we would throw parties, except the one girl that was at the hospital that he had been seeing the whole entire time. Yeah. We would throw parties at our house. And I remember reading a text that was like, yeah, she'll be home from work in like 2 hours. So like, hurry up. But we're going to throw a party so you can stay. I'm like, you had someone in our bed fucking sucking them and doing God knows what in my bed with my shit. And then you have them staying there. And I remember seeing them. So like when he was in this coma, so much tea came out, spilled out. I found out about so much, found out that the poor girl, I had to talk with her, because I was like, you know what? I don't know what she feels like. Because apparently I'm the other woman.
Yeah.
Even though we live together, this is the most insane thing. And so I sat with her.
So she didn't know.
She had no idea.
Okay.
And I was like, asking her, I'm like, did you ever give him money? She was like, yeah, I would give him money like every week. And I'm like, you gave him money every weekend? And she's like, yeah. I was like, I feel so terrible. And she's like, why? I was like, first of all, why were you giving him money? She's like, well, he had money back in the beginning, and like he would always take care of me, and like, you know, since he's struggling and stuff. I'm like, sweetheart, when he would come home after being with you, he was taking me to dinner, buying me shit, doing all this stuff. Like, he's horrible. Like, I feel so bad for you that like you've been doing this. And then we were finding out the time frames. And mind you, he was going to start splitting business with Kevin around the time that this all happened on top of that. So he was going to be breaking up with her before this accident happened, because he wanted to like get married and all this weird.
But he's telling you about breaking up with the girl he's cheating on you with.
So, and he's like, yeah, I'm not going to be doing business with Kevin anymore. I don't think like we just don't see eye to eye on a lot of things. And so like, yeah, I think we're just going to go in different directions. And like, I just want to, you know, also like, I feel like I've neglected you in our relationship, and I just want to be able to like spend more time with you and all this crazy shit. And I'm like,
he basically told you everything for pretending that it was about
how
business.
Psychotic is it? And I think he believed his own lies, dude.
Yeah.
So insane. So then I tell her all this stuff, and I'm like, hey, just, you know, like, I'm not coming back. Like, wish him well, but like, I hope that you don't stick around for this, because this is insane. You got used. Like, he's lied to you. And just so you know, obviously it's not only me. There was like 8 other girls that I've accounted for that he was also. So yeah, I'm so sorry that you also are going through this. Like, this is the most insane thing. So anyways, come to find out, he wakes up from his coma, and the girl is sitting in the room.
The girl that you spoke to.
Yes.
Okay.
She ended up staying, right? Okay. And I'm like, he ends up waking up from this coma, and his mom is standing there, right? And he goes, Mom, where's, and then I actual real name. We won't discuss my real name, but and he was like, where's so-and-so? Me asking for me while homegirl is sitting in the room. And I'm like, this man woke up from his coma and asked for me. And you stayed with this man. Also, he's now like,
wait, she's still with him?
Yes. I think they're still together. And I think they have kids. Yeah. And he's not like fully, his brain is like a kid now. Like he's kind of, because he did call me after, like months later. I was having dreams about him. I'm very like, I feel like my spiritualness, because I was having dreams about him. I get a phone call from him. At this point, I had moved out. I moved to Vegas, trying to kind of start fresh because everybody was just in our business and like had thought that I left him because he was going to have a disability, not knowing that I left him because he was cheating on me the whole entire freaking time with multiple people.
Yeah.
So
who apparently all knew.
Yeah, who apparently all fucking knew and had the audacity to hug me. That was like the craziest thing. I'm like, girl.
The craziest thing is that you didn't kill anyone. The craziest thing is that no one ended up with a knife in their back.
Yeah, well, I was like,
you're a stronger woman than me.
I'm too cute to go to jail. I can't deal with this. I'm going to literally move cities because I cannot deal with people coming up to me and starting with me, having the wrong assumptions about what happened in our relationship. First of all, none of their freaking business. Second of all, I'm a victim. I am like, I didn't do shit. And I gave my life to this person and was actually sitting there willing at 19 years old, willing to like help him rehabilitate, like help him teach himself how to feed himself and like wipe his own ass and like do basic human things as an adult, Yeah. Months later, called me. I'd moved on, lived in Vegas, was already kind of seeing someone else. And his voice was it was like I was talking to a kid version of him, where he was like, hi. I was like, hey, I don't want to disclose his name. And he's like, how are you? And I'm like, I'm doing great. I'm doing really great. I live in Vegas now. How are you? And he's like, oh, I'm doing good. I just wanted to say like that I miss you and I'm sorry for the things that I did to you. I was like, yeah, where are you right now? And he was like, I'm at my friends. I go, you know that you don't have to lie to me anymore. I'm not your girlfriend. You don't have to lie. It's okay. And he just laughed. And so I'm like, he still kind of knows everything, that's going on. But the way that he speaks is very soft now. And I mean, like, now he has a family and survived that. That was a crazy experience for me to feel like, I'm like, wow, I almost like had my lover pass away in my arms and then was about to give my whole life to dedicate to this person, then to come to find out the whole entire time they're a psychopath and had been living a double life. Yeah. Like, I don't know how he was going through day to day, just being okay with himself. And like,
I know, how do you live with yourself? Like knowing.
I can't even tell like a simple lie of like, I over-explain shit. And I'm like,
I feel so guilty. I'm like, if I said I had tacos for breakfast and I had pizza, I'm like, damn, like, why would I say that? Like, I feel so guilty. Like, it keeps me up at night. How does the man, what?
How does a man lie with someone and be like, I love you so much and I'm going to, we should spend the rest of our life together. We should get married. Hello?
How is he still alive?
First of all, and you know what? I think it was, honestly, this sounds crazy to say, but I think that accident was meant to happen in his life because of the lifestyle as well that he was living was very fast tracked. Like he was already on the way out, like in that sense, like just very careless and living kind of a bit of a dangerous life. And, and I think it kind of brought him to a place where it would keep him safe. Yeah. And not choose the decisions, and then obviously there's like karmic things. Like you can only lie to people and do what you do that are obviously very morally wrong, for so long before the universe kind of smacks your ass and it's like, hey, no more of that. Absolutely not. And guess what? You're going to live a new life now and actually take care of yourself because he wasn't taking care of himself. And I was like, already feeling as though I wanted to get out of that because it became almost not healthy. And I'm like, I'm not getting married. Yeah. I can't. But I also was like, wow, this accident happened. I'm not just going to leave you. Yeah. Wow. It just felt so selfish. Yeah. I was only 19. Wow. Yeah. When all that happened. So I was like, yeah, a crazy experience to have, but I'm grateful for it because now I kind of, I'm a little more aware. And I don't think that, how people are like, well, this happened in my past relationship, so I have trust issues and I feel like a certain type of way. I always give people a clean slate, like until you give me something to worry about, and then we'll talk about it and figure out what's going on. And like, I think that communication now has been a thing for me, and I kind of know signs, but yeah, I guess you just never know, because it was just literally happening under my roof, in my own bed, and people were taking shots with me after it happened.
Insane of them. And like, I've never heard. How are they not dead? Like, I would have killed the whole town. I'm just, bombs would have been dropped. Are you kidding me?
But I'm like, you know what?
And then you're staying at my house after?
Yes, and you're staying at my house and partying.
Yeah.
You were partying with us.
You're looking me in my eye?
And then to have audacity to be like, oh my God, you look so good. I'm like, wipe the jizz my boyfriend off your mouth. Like, that's literally what that was like. You probably just did that right before I got home. That was the craziest thing. Yeah. Is like finding out what was happening the whole time. And I just didn't know.
For the one person to be a horrible person, but then for all the girls that he was with?
All of those people, they all knew. It wasn't like they didn't know. They all knew. So, I mean, I'm living great. I have a fantastic life now. I love where I'm at. I love where I live now. I love my friends. Yeah. I'm so freaking healthy and feeling good about where I'm going. And yeah. And then I look at a lot of those people that were involved, and I will say that I just would not want to be where they're at. We'll just say that. Yeah. I don't want to ever dog on anybody, because everyone's like going through their own shit. But I am so happy to be me. And you know what? Yeah. That happened and it was fine. And I learned a lot from it. And I wouldn't, I wouldn't have any of my experiences any other way. I think that any like traumatic things that have happened to me kind of have molded me as, I've grown older.
They make you into the person that you are.
And I'm grateful for those experiences. It taught me a lot, and did it hurt, of course, but it would have hurt more if I would have got married at 19 to a psychopath that like lied to me the whole entire time. So yeah, there's that. So yeah,
I'm so proud of you for where you are now.
Thank you. Your life sounds beautiful. I love it. I love where I am now, and I'm like, I love that I can share that with my like loved ones and be where I am. Because Lord knows, girl, I didn't see the end of that tunnel back then. I was like, this is crazy. This is a Lifetime movie. Do you remember those Lifetime?
Oh yeah. Oh, I was gonna say you should write a movie of that.
I've contemplated it. I don't know if he would try to sue me or his family, but
what? It's fiction. I don't know. You made that whole thing up. What are you talking about? Yeah, that came from your imagination.
Yeah.
What do you mean sue me? Yeah. Also, what judge is going to hear that story and give him anything?
Give sympathy. Like, and be like, yeah, it was just fiction. It was fiction. Just like wins awards. Crazy. Yeah, what a wild life, but very grateful.
And to come out of it being so open and positive and such a beautiful person. I'm so happy for you. And
thank you.
I'm grateful that you got out of that situation.
Thank you. Yeah. I think I don't mind sharing it. It's funny because I was on something else recently, and they asked what happened there. And I shared it, but I share it because I think that if you are going through something like this and you experience things to that level, or and maybe not even that level, like never feeling, I guess the word debilitated, or feeling like you can't live your life after that. And like, I don't know. I definitely have experienced a lot of things in my life where I let my emotions sit and I experience whatever sadness or whatever anger, but I always look at things like that happen as like all right, well, that chapter was that chapter, and now we are in a new chapter, and this new chapter is determined on however the hell I want to make it. Like, and I think we're going to turn this story around. I think we're going to feel a little triumph. I think we're going to get a little victory, and win and feel good, and it's okay. And, I think that there's lessons in traumatic experiences that create strength and resilience. And I really like hone in on that. And I love that, but some people can't do it, but I encourage people to find that strength and to be resilient no matter what life throws at you.
Welcome back to Red Flag, Green Flag. I'm going to list some flags, and Frenchie's going to tell me if it's a red flag or a green flag.
Okay.
we'll see. Are you ready?
Yes.
Ready to do it. I'm
nervous. Why am I nervous about this?
I know. This is a scary one because sometimes I have bad takes and then I'm reading the comments later and I'm like, wow, my mind was changed. I was wrong.
Right.
But it's okay. Low pressure. Don't be mean. Don't be mean, people. Be nice to us. Thank you. All right. Red flag, green flag. He's a DJ.
Okay.
She's thinking about this
I am thinking about this really hard. Okay. I mean, we could share.
Yeah. Well, okay. So you pick a flag, but let me just clarify. He's a DJ. It's a man.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Still undecided.
It's still, I just, you know what? As a DJ, I'm going to actually, I know it's usually a red flag, but.
Oh, she's going to go green flag.
Vert. It's going to be green because we could bond over the because I DJ, as long as we don't end up like, Charlie and George fighting over the decks, and we get like practice time, and do stuff together. We can maybe make music together. It could be fun. Yeah, but he has to be a nerdy DJ. I want the nerdy, like I need that in there.
You know? I don't want club boy. Yeah, because I have unfortunately dated a DJ. My roommate Sydney has also unfortunately been known to know some DJs. And they were the club rats. I feel like a nerdy DJ would be so perfect.
Yeah, nerdy DJ, because I'm like, what do you do all day? You sit in your room going through plugins all damn day.
And they DJ because they're passionate about it, not because they want girls in the club. Yeah, it depends what their motives are.
Yeah, the motives are very heavy. So not club rat DJ, but like nerdy DJ where you, nerd out on that.
They just genuinely love music.
Yeah, exactly. And they sit on Ableton for 18 hours a day and go through plugins and are like, hey, baby, so did you see this new plugin that I got? I got a new pack and I did. And I'm like, that's so nice. Share it with me. Actually, send it to me, bro. Like, love you.
That's so cute.
I will green that.
Green flag.
Yeah, we'll green flag that.
I like it. That's the first time we've gotten that one. But I like it.
Yeah.
I love a nerdy DJ. Okay. He doesn't go out, he doesn't drink, and he doesn't smoke. Red flag, green flag.
Does he care that I do it sometimes?
No.
No? Okay. Green flag.
Green flag. I agree.
Yeah.
But if he did care, red flag?
If he did care, red flag.
Okay.
I want to be able to live my life.
Yeah.
And like, I don't have to drink all the time. I don't have to smoke all the time. I don't have to do any of that. But like, sometimes I get a little hair at my ass and I'm like, I want to go to the club. I want to go to a bar. I want to go dance around. I want to go have some drinks, let my hair down, get a little crazy, and then come home.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, if he's okay with it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I love it.
Yeah.
As long as you're not hurting anyone and you're not hurting yourself, like, don't judge people. Don't be judgmental. Don't tell people not to do things. Like, why do you care?
Yeah.
If you're hurting someone or you're hurting yourself, different story. But if you don't drink, but you don't judge other people when they drink, green flag.
It's my money and I'll do what I want.
Exactly. What are we doing?
I really shouldn't have adult money now. I like buy.
Oh my God. I was just talking about that the other day. Like everything that I do now, like I shouldn't be an adult. I just feel like a kid with money. Like I can do anything I want and it's a problem. It's a problem.
I saw a Hello Kitty tumbler cup and I was like, oh my God, it's so cute. I need it right now. And then I was actually with my dad and he was like, do you need it right now? I was like, oh, wait, how much is it? And I was like, oh, it's $27. He's like, you don't need that. I was like, but it's really cute. And I'm like, oh, there's a scratch on it. You're right. I don't need it. But if there wasn't a scratch on it, I would have spent $27 on a cup.
Oh my God.
Because it was Hello Kitty and I like it. So
I found out you can buy confetti cannons on Amazon. Game changer.
What?
Yeah. You can buy like a pack of 6 and it's like, I feel like mine were like, what, $30? For maybe like 2 of them, and they shoot out gold and silver stars, like confetti stars. The cutest thing ever. And when someone walks into your apartment, you can just surprise them with it. Oh, like it's my favorite activity now.
You just have to film it.
Oh yeah, film.
Just do like a collage video. That's how much I love you. I threw you a party. You gave me a heart attack. I ended up in the hospital, Kaylin. Like,
oh my
imagine.
God. I did it to Sydney. Because I got one because I thought I was diseased and I had to go get tested. Mm-hmm. And I was not diseased. So I got it just in case I wasn't diseased. Yeah, it was great. Walked in Sydney's room. Confetti cannon. Right? I'm healthy. Good to go. And then I'm like, well, I have more. So what do we do now?
Not even the baby poppers. You're like a cannon. No, a full-size cannon.
Well, yeah, it's like a big popper for sure. It was a great time. We had one of our friends over, and we're like, "Hey, look in the bedroom. Like, we put some confetti in there, like so funny, haha. And then we did it behind his back. Turn around and he went, "What is wrong with you, Caitlin?" Like he's like, "I thought I was dead. Like I thought I'd been shot, but it was worth it." Yeah, I really hope my friends aren't watching this because I plan to get every single one of you. But it's so much fun.
On the chopping block.
I love having money.
I love having money. It's so good. Yeah,
you can do anything you want.
Always little treats. For me, it's always like little. Like I said, little knickknack things. And I'm like, this is so cute. Yeah. Oh my God. I don't need another stuffed animal. I do not need.
But they're so cute.
It
adds to the vibes. You get home and you're happy.
I'm like, oh my God, look at the serotonin I'm having.
Money can buy happiness.
Yeah, it can. So yeah, I mean, guilty as charged. I'm like, give me another freaking Karomi. Give me I'm just a big Hello Kitty child, I guess.
That is too cute.
I loved it. Do you remember the stores back in the day? They had the little Hello Kitty store.
My mom would never take me to them.
Am I saying that right? Sanrio? I'm blanking right now. But yeah, they would have like these bags and like these little gift bags. It was like a random surprise bag that you could have like $5, $10, $15, and each bag had something different of Hello Kitty. I looked forward to that every time I went to the mall, and I would like go do my allowance, and it was always like, you know, pencils or markers or stickers and notebooks, but like cool, useful. But yeah, now I'm like $250 for a stuffed animal. You know what? Maybe you know what? It's okay. I like it. You know, I'll get that. My roommate Emma got me a $200 and something Karomi big thing.
That girl loves you.
I like you. So love me
she
so
knows
much.
you. She loves you.
Aw. So
that's too cute.
Yeah, but. You know what? It's okay. We can spend our money how we want.
Oh, yeah. And I will.
and I will.
And I do. What was I going to say? They have like Hello Kitty Dodgers nights. Did you know that?
What?
Like the Dodgers have like a Hello Kitty game every season. And they give out like Hello Kitty themed Dodgers merch. They're doing one in, I think, like August or September. And they give out a little Hello Kitty fanny pack. And it's going to be so cute. It's adorable. It just comes with your ticket.
Sick. I love that.
Just so you're aware. Yeah. Very cute. Next one.
Hello Kitty.
All right. He gets annoyed when people call you hot. Red flag, green flag. Red flag. I agree.
Of course, red flag. I'm sorry. What did you think that you were getting yourself into?
Yeah.
Babe. Like, that's what I'm saying. Confidence, you know, secure with yourself. Like, you date a baddie, you got to be built for it. You can't. What are you just supposed to hide her from the world? Is everyone supposed to shun their eyes away from looking at your gorgeous girlfriend?
Yeah.
Like, you know, hey, at the end of the day, buddy, like, she picked you.
She said, she picked you.
I love you. I love me some you. I ain't never gonna stop loving you. You know what I mean? Like, there's that. So yeah, full blown red flag.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I love a man who's like a little jealous, but not.
Yeah.
But like
crazy.
You can't control what other people think. Red flag. Don't be like that.
Yeah. But you know, a tiny bit.
But a little bit, though.
To be like,
but
you're
just a tiny bit. Yeah, exactly. That's what we want. That's exactly what we want.
Let him look, but you're mine.
Exactly.
You know. So
she picked you.
Yeah.
Be confident. This man is 5'7", but he has insane confidence, and he throws you around in bed like he's 6'4".
How funny is he?
He's funny.
He's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Does he care if I wear heels? Because I'm like 5'6".
You know what?
Is he like a proud Jorking? That's like,
he's confident. Yeah.
He's confident.
He's proud and he's confident.
He's like, come here, Amazon.
Yeah.
He likes that. Okay.
Beautiful. Come here, Amazon.
Come here, my
crazy,
Amazon. Let me climb you like a tree, girl. Let me get up in that. Yeah.
You would have so much riz as a man. You would have so much riz as a man.
Honestly, I think that God didn't make me a man in this lifetime, like, for a reason, because I don't know, I'd probably end up being the worst. Maybe not. I don't know. But like, maybe that's why he made me bi. He was like, you're for everybody. Everybody can get a little piece of you. Yeah. Would I ever date? Is that a red flag or green flag? Or that's just like, would I ever date?
What do you date? We'll do.
Okay.
You like a tall man.
I do. You know what's really funny is I used to have this thing of like 6 foot, right? But then like, I don't know. As I've gotten older, I'm like, if I can genuinely laugh and have an amazing time and just, if I connect with someone, I connect with someone. And And if I don't wear heels, we're pretty much like the same height. So like I might say maybe you might date a short king, but you never get short kings that are that confident though. I don't ever see them because they got that little man syndrome, and that is scary. And I'm like, I don't know if I can do that. So, I mean, if they genuinely are very secure, very confident, very funny, don't care that I'm taller, and are like obsessed with me,
yeah, those are my favorite.
Yeah, those are my favorite. So,
confident men are so hot. Just be confident. You have everything. Doesn't matter how tall you are. Perfect.
It doesn't matter. We didn't talk about the wiener size though, so I don't know. Like, just based off height. Okay, he's good. He's good. Okay then.
A man who calls you mommy. That was a physical cringe.
Yeah. I don't like that.
Okay.
I like almost gagged right now. I don't really like.
Yeah, she's not kidding.
I don't like mommy, and I don't like mommy, like Spanish mommy. I don't like anything.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Don't call me that.
Yeah, maybe joke about it, but like I can laugh, I can haha and kiki about like mommy, whatever. But like the seriousness.
Yeah.
Another one is sometimes I feel weird about baby girl.
Yeah.
That feels weird to me.
Okay.
I don't know. Sometimes it could be okay, I guess, but I don't know. It feels creepy.
What do you like? Like, what's your favorite nickname?
That's some crazy shit. Like
the way you took a deep breath, I was like, what is that?
Thank you, my enchantress, empress, goddess,
oh, perfect.
queen.
Yes. And yes, green flags.
Hello, the love of my life. I'd die without you. Yeah.
There we go.
That's my pronouns.
That's how you should be doing that.
My pronouns. Yeah.
Take notes.
That. Yeah. I do really I like sweetheart.
Yeah, that's cute.
I like sweetheart. I like honey.
Mm-hmm.
I like dear. Maybe I was born in like 1932.
I was about to say anything that came from the 1930s.
Yeah, I just there's something about like, hi, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Hi, honey. Hi, dear. Hi, my love. I'm like, oh,
those are my
God. Take me now. Take me now, Lord. I don't know why. Babe and baby. That's fine too. But something about those like old timey.
I love it.
I want to be somebody's sweetheart.
Yeah.
Like who says that anymore? I like that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's old fashioned of me, but like it hits
I do
so
love
good.
The old fashioned dating. I can't lie.
Yeah.
Like I can't do
chivalry.
I can't be doing like the dating apps and like the going home too soon. Like I'm not seeing the inside of your house until we've gone on at least 6 dates. Like,
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I mean, that's like a whole other thing too, for sure. Like because of the hookup culture being so strong now.
Yeah.
Even if you do, like I don't know. I don't like wasting my time with somebody that like if I know off the bat, like I don't want to be in situationships of like not saying that like I don't want a relationship right now. Like if I don't want to block that if there's something that can flourish from it. However, like if you straight tell me that you're just trying to bone and like that's it, like I just want to bang. I just want to like, I don't want anything else. I'm like, why do you think I can bone myself? I can do it myself pretty good in like 30 seconds. I'm fine, like
I don't need that.
Why do I need to catch a body and then take on your energy?
Exactly. I feel the same way. I feel like there is like an energy transfer that happens there and I don't want it. Like unless I completely know you, like I don't know what I'm putting in my body.
Yeah, no,
Craziness.
That's the other thing too. Like I think that we like culturally, like our society and like this generation, I'm very spiritual in that sense, I guess, because like hooking up with someone, you really do exchange the energy within each other. If they got all kinds of trauma unresolved or like they got some issues, like you're exchanging that with them. You're getting a piece of that, like soul ties to these people. So like the hookup culture is just it's not for me. I also just like, I enjoy sleeping with someone if there's like a full blown connection.
And I want to be in love.
It just feels way better. Like you're more in tune with each other. Like so, if you've bonded, and not even being like obviously like we gotta be in a full blown relationship, but like knowing the person, rather than just being like they're hot. I'm gonna go do this. Like that just. I need more. I'm a very passionate person. So like I need to know who you are.
Yeah.
I need to be like infatuated with you.
Exactly.
To be like, oh, everything about you. You're so smart and so funny and so hot and kind and come here. Let me rip your clothes off. But I'm like, I don't know.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
I like the traditional.
Yeah. I guess I'm traditional in that sense. Funny because I do crazy things online, but when it comes to like what I actually like, I'm old school. I'm an old lady.
You don't even do like that crazy of things.
I don't even.
In comparison, like.
Yeah, no, there's some crazy stuff.
There's some crazy stuff out there.
I'm not shoving fruits and stuff up my coochie. That didn't get your bag. There's been some weird things that have been done.
Oh yeah, no, a girl on this very podcast knew someone who put an egg up there and it got stuck for Easter. Episode 4, if you missed that one.
What a share.
Yeah, what a whole episode, honestly. Thank you so much for coming on. You had so many great stories and great advice, and you have a really great mindset. And I feel like it's very, I don't know, it's really nice to hear. And I feel like a lot of people can kind of connect, and when they're going through difficult times, you just have a very like beautiful way of looking at life. And
thank you.
It's very refreshing and very inspirational. So thank you so much for everything.
Thank you for having me. This was actually so much fun. I was so nervous, but I was like, this was actually so much fun. Okay. So I love it. So awesome.
I'm really grateful that you came on. And if any of you are looking for Frenchi, what are your handles? Where can they find you?
Oh, for Instagram and TikTok at Frenchi Armelle, FrenchiArmelle. And yeah, the OF too. Ray Katara, if you want to see that. Ray Katara at REIKATARA. Wow, almost forgot to spell. So yeah, if you want to subscribe and check it out, come check that out.
Yeah.
So
perfect. And we'll plug any links down below.
Yeah.
Good to go. Thank you so much again. And thank you guys for checking in. We'll see you next week. Bye.